I want to remind you that it was Abraham Joshua Ashel that said, speech has power, words do not fade. What starts out as a sound ends in a deed. And Madeleine Albright once said, it took me a long time to develop a voice. And now that I have it, I am not going to be silent. And Felicia Johnson said, speak up and speak clearly. I want to hear what you have to say because it matters. Let's listen to each other and respect one another's opinions. And the popular Martin Luther King Jr. also said, our lives begins to end the day we become silent about the things that matters most. Welcome to Monday Motivational Live Show. And today we are doing the part 2 of our Story to Glory conference. And today we have amazing speakers that are going to share with us their amazing stories and how they went through certain things that wanted to lower their voice. Our topic today is lower your voice. So our speakers are going to share with us the challenges they faced in their lives that wanted to lower their voice and wanted to make them not to be what they were destined to be, and how they overcame those challenges and those problems. So we already have in the studio my dear friend, all the way from Canada. She's Simone Rowe. Simone, you are welcome. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Simone. I was born and raised in Jamaica, Montego Bay, Jamaica, but now I reside in Toronto, Ontario. I am an author. I am a humanitarian. I am a woman of God, and I'm also a entrepreneur. I launched my first business just a couple months ago in August. So, yes, I am here to just share my story of what God has done in my life and how He has transformed me through the challenges that I've gone through in my life.
Okay. Wow, that's great. Simone, you are welcome to the program. And uh, today we want to hear your story. Have you ever had any experience in your life, something that um, wanted to lower your voice, that wanted you not to speak out, wanted you not to be who you were destined to be?
Um, I can't say just one thing. It's a lot of things that I've gone through. But if I should just pick one, I would say it's when I was raped as a teenager back in Jamaica. I was consulted by a monster when I was around 14 years old, and that experience definitely let me lower my voice, if not taken my voice away to a certain extent. Um, I felt as if I was not able to speak up because I was told that if I did, then I would be in danger. I believe that a lot of people have encountered this, especially people in the third world country, where they have gone through a traumatic experience such as rape or, molestation, but they were told that if they talk, then their life would be threatened. And I experienced that when I was 14 years old, and that had lowered my voice for a long time, if not silenced it, because I could not speak about it. And that experience really impacted my life in a very difficult and um very very hard way because I'm person that like to talk, right? And when that experience happened and I was told that I wasn't able to talk, it was something that really not just took my voice, but it also took who I was, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. You said you went through some experiences that wanted to lower your voice, that wanted to discourage you from moving forward, from speaking out, and from being what God created you to be. Now, let me ask you, what will you say were the ways by which you were able to overcome those things that tried to lower your voice? And while she's answering that question, I'm going to try to reach out to our other speakers, because we have other speakers that are also going to join the program. So I don't know, maybe they're having difficulty coming into the program. So I'm going to reach out to them and try to help them to come in. So, but she will go ahead to answer. How were you able to overcome the challenges that wanted to stop you from um, speaking out, from raising your voice in life?
Okay. So for me personally, what I discover in life is that in order for you to go forward, you have to learn how to let go, right? And by letting go, I mean like you have to learn how to forgive. I was carrying this burden for a long time because I held him up in my heart for what he has done to me. And I didn't realize that when I hold something in me, it's more of a pain to you than to the other person, because that person is actually living their life while you are over here hurting, you're in pain, you're bitter, all of these different emotions that you know accumulate after you go through a traumatic experience. So how did I overcome? I learned how to forgive him. I let go of what he had done to me, and I didn't do it by myself. I had to pray about it. I don't know if there's anyone that is religious or anyone that believes in God, but my tool of getting through this was through my relationship with God. I had to rely on him because I knew that by myself I wasn't able to do it, because this experience was a very painful experience. And because I didn't really have anybody to really go to, based on what I was going through, because I never told my mom about it. I never told my dad about it. I didn't really share it with anybody really, right? I was keeping everything to myself because he told me that if I did, I would be in danger, and I believed him, right? So my only source of help to get through it was God. I was so thankful that my mom was someone who always taught us about God and teach us how to pray and teach us the importance of relying on God when we're going through certain things in our life, because that is what helped me to get through that. And the fact that I was able to forgive him, I prayed about it. And one of the things that God told me is that you have to forgive. If you don't forgive, then it's you're not capable of getting through the situation if you don't forgive, because when you hold on to things, it is preventing you from moving forward. It's like you're stuck in this place. You're like in a prison. And in order for you to set yourself free, you have to forgive. So that is how I get through my situation. I was able to forgive him, but at the same time, I was making sure that I was relying on God for whatever source of help that I need, whether it's, you know, the strength, whether it's some wisdom, whether it's just a peace of mind. Everything that I needed, I go to God for that. And by forgiving Him, I was able to go forward in my life. As you can see, I'm right here right now, right?
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I would like to say this, Simone, I don't know if you agree with me, but I would like to say to my viewers today that that challenge you are going through, that challenge wants to lower your voice. It doesn't want you to speak. That sexual assault you are facing, it wants to lower your voice. that poverty that you are experiencing wants to lower your voice. That
Amen.
strange
Amen.
habit that you find yourself, doing over and over again, it's something that the devil has brought to lower your voice. But if you listen very well to what Simone is saying, it's clear that you have to refuse it. You have to say to yourself, I'm not going to stay like this. I'm not going to remain like this. I'm not going to remain in this condition, in this situation. I'm going to speak out. I'm going to raise my voice. I'm not going to lower my voice. I'm going to be what God wants me to be. It's a decision. You've got to make up your mind. And I heard Simone say something. She talked about forgiveness. Many people find it very difficult to forgive. And let me tell you, if you cannot forgive, you will be stuck in one place. Because if you can't forgive, how do you move forward? That's the devil will keep reminding you about that hurt, about that assault, about that pain, about that challenge, about that situation. It will keep bringing it to your mind. So you've got to forgive. When you forgive, you let go. You see, forgiveness heals you more than it heals the other person. So if you are not going to lower your voice, then you have to forgive. When you refuse to forgive, you are lowering your voice. So I want to ask Simon, I want you to say something about forgiveness. Because, see, let me tell you, last week, I just remembered last week, I met a young man somewhere. I went to shave, okay, in the barbing salon. And he was saying, in that salon, he was just talking to somebody else. And he said, it's difficult for him to forgive. That when people offend him, he doesn't forgive them. He can't forgive. So, what do you have to say to somebody who cannot forgive, who finds it difficult to forgive?
I would basically say to them, on a personal experience that I've gone through, I struggle with unforgiveness for a long time. You asked the question earlier about challenges. I can name over 20 within a minute of things that I've gone through in my life, right? And unforgiveness, it's just not worth it, because at the end of the day, as you mentioned, it hurts you more than it hurts the other person. And that is something that I had to learn as I was going, as I was growing, because even with my relationship with my father, right, I carry anger, I carry bitterness, I carry, you can name it all. I had all of those nasty emotions that I was bringing along with me. But as I get older, I realize that whatever I was carrying with me was just my baggage. You get what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he was still living his life. He was still happy. But I was preventing myself from being happy because I was so miserable, wanting him to get some kind of revenge as to not being there or being the father that I wanted him to be. Also, I realized that a lot of people may not know, but unforgiveness, um it includes stress, it includes depression, it includes all of these things that are not good for your health, right? A lot of people have got sick because of the things that they keep inside, the
Mm,
things that they allow to destroy their inner being. You can look okay on the outside, but on the inside, you might be damaging yourself because of the things that you're holding on to. We know that with anger, it comes tension. And with tension, it tightens up your body. And that's not good for you. It's not good for your heart. It is not good for just your well being. And we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to have a peace of mind. We all deserve to be in a place where we are free from bandages of another person controlling our emotions. If you cannot be in control of your emotion, it means that someone else is in control of that emotion. And if you are giving somebody the power to have such such power over your life, it's not worth it. You need to get back your power, and that comes through forgiving that person. Let go and let God. That is something that I always say. Yes, it's not easy. I know a lot of people will say it is easier said than done, but as a person that has traveled that road for many years of my life, I would tell you that it is definitely not worth it to hold on to unforgiveness. I remember I was listening to this person, and she went as far as saying that because of what someone did to them, they were willing to take that person's life. That is how far it can go if you allow it to consume you. And we need to realize that unforgiveness is almost, it, it's also a demonic spirit, and that the devil can use to destroy you. Because if a person has followed through with what she was thinking of wanting to take the person's life because of what a person did to them, you know that that's a spirit that could have let her down into a very dark path, right? Which I'm thankful that God didn't allow that to happen. But what I'm saying is that when we allow certain things to consume us, it is either going to be of good or of bad. We know that all things that are good come from God, and all things that are bad come from the devil. So if you allow these bad things to take over you, then that means you're going to be used by the devil. And a lot of people are saying that I don't want to be used by the devil, but know what it means to be used by the devil. Because if you are at a dark place where you want to seek revenge to the point where you want to kill somebody, who are you being used by? The devil. But a lot of people don't acknowledge that, so they think that, oh, it is just an emotion. It is more than that. So, as I said before, anyone who is watching this, anyone who is struggling with unforgiveness, I will encourage you, as a person that has personally traveled that road, I will encourage you to let go and let God. If you do not believe in God, you have to believe in something that is able to sustain you. I believe that God has sustained me through everything that I've gone through. This is why I'm sure that I rely on Him in the situation that I'm going through. But if you do not believe in God, then that can sustain you, that can give you the strength to go through certain things, but never hold on to something that's going to destroy you. That's my point.
Wow, 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 wow. You said so much there. And Simone, that is so powerful. Those things that you said, I'm sure they have really ministered to somebody out there who feels that he has to keep, unforgiveness. And from what you've said, it is very clear that when you refuse to forgive, you are not hurting the other person, but you are actually hurting yourself, even as far as to causing sicknesses and diseases for yourself. So you have to forgive. You've got to let go. My dear friends, those of you watching right now, and those of you that are going to watch the replay, I want you to understand that there are many things that want to lower your voice in the world we live in today. Many things that have come to lower your voice, but you've got to make up your minds today. And that's why we've come across your way with this message, with this conference, to tell you that you can turn your story to glory. No matter what the situation is, no matter what you are going through, you can overcome it. That situation can become a testimony for you. That story can become a glory for you. You don't have to lower your voice. It doesn't matter who is telling you to lower your voice. It doesn't matter the powers, the situation, the curses, the covenants that are saying you should lower your voice. But we want you to know that God has set you free, and you've got to speak out. You've got to show up. You've got to be yourself. You've got to, let the light that is in you shine out. Let your light shine out. You see, if you listen to the beginning of the show today, I mentioned that Martin Luther King said something. He said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matters. When you allow the challenges of your life, the problems you are facing, to lower your voice, when you allow them to make you silent, then your life has come to an end. Then your life has come to an end. And Your life is not supposed to come to an end when you are still living, when you are still breathing. You need to live. And one way for you to live is to speak out. One way for you to live is to show up. One way for you to live is to do the things that are in your heart to do. Those things that God has put in your heart. Don't allow those things die. Don't go to the grave with those things. You've got to let it out. You've got to bring it out so that the world can be brightened, so that the world can be a better place. Simon, before we begin to round up the program for today, I want you to talk to ladies. There are a lot of ladies that are watching this program from different parts of Africa. And actually, it's not only ladies, men and guys are also there. But I just wanted to say something to those out there, especially the ladies that are watching this program in one village or the other. I wanted to say something to them.
Okay, so to everyone who is watching, whether you're a female or a male, I want to let you know that you are stronger than what you think, and you're greater than all you believe, right? And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times we feel as if we are very weak, but until we're placed into a certain situation, we don't realize how strong we can be. I'm saying this because despite everything that I've gone through, and when I look back on all the things that I've gone through in my life, I've always not knowing how strong I was. But it's until you have gone through that situation that you kind of realize that you were already strong. It's just that you did not know, or you did not believe that you were, right? So for everyone who is out there, you're going through your struggles, you're going through trials and tribulation, you're going through certain things in your life. I want to let you know that it does not last forever. And I
Mm.
always say to people, in every bad situation, there's also something good. But it depends on our mindset. What do we focus on? Do we focus only on the thing that we're going through, or do we focus on the message that God is trying to give us from that situation? You see, whatever we go through in life, there's always a learning experience. There's always something to take from it. But a lot of us, we just focus on the situation and we forget to actually pay attention to the message. And the reason why I say this is because everything that I've gone through in my life, I've always taken something good from it. I talk about the rape that I've gone through, right? I didn't mention everything else, but just use the rape for example. From that experience, though it was very traumatic, though it was very hurtful, though it has a lot of bad to it, there was also good to it as well, because now I can relate to people who have gone through that experience. If I had not gone through that experience, I would not be able to be a voice for someone who is going through that experience. When you talk about lowering your voice and finding your voice, this is who I am today. I did not have that voice before. My voice was lowered. But now, as I get older, now as I realize what my purpose is in this life, I have now found my voice, and now I can be there to help another person who has gone through it, who is going through it, and who will be going through it. So, as I said, whatever you are going through, there is a reason for you to go through it, and there is a positive message that can come from it. My message that comes from what I've gone through is this: for me to be there for another person, it takes experience. And when I stand in front of another person that have gone through that traumatic experience, I can tell them I have been there. And I want you to know that you're not alone. And I
Mm.
want you to know that if I have gone through it and I have overcome it, I'm here right now, you can as well. So whoever it is out there that needs a little bit of encouragement right now, a little bit of push, I want you to know that you are not alone, and that you are stronger than how you think of yourself, and you are more powerful than how you see yourself. God has made us so powerful. But the things that we go through in our life, it is trying to It is trying to not just lower our voice, but it's also trying to, I'm trying to find that word. It's trying to take things away from us, you know, to the point where we believe that um, we are no longer strong, right? Because when you go through certain things and you feel like you're defeated, you feel like you're so weak. But the fact of the matter is, your mindset is everything. I always tell people that you're going through a certain experience, it is your mindset that's going to bring you through that experience. So either you're going to say that, you know what, this is going to destroy me, or I'm going to make it through. Or you're going to say, I can do this, or I can't do this. It is our mindset. So I hope this was an encouragement to someone today who is going through as trials. You know, every one of us have gone through things, and every one of us will be going through things because it's a part of life. But when you have the right mindset, and when you have God on your side, when you have the right support system in place, there is nothing that is impossible. You can get through everything, you can make it through it, but you have to believe in who you are, because you are a child of God and you can do all things.
There is nothing that is impossible. Simone, that is so powerful. Thank you so much for those powerful words. Thank you so much for those
Amen.
messages
Amen.
that you have shared with our viewers all over the world. I just want to thank you all so much for coming for the program. And for those that will watch the replay, we appreciate you. And I want you to take those words and make good use of them. There is nothing that is impossible. And she said something very clearly, that that situation you are going through will become a reference point. It will become a testimony. So don't kill yourself because you are going through a challenge. Don't kill yourself because you are having a problem in your life. No, keep on keeping on, because that situation will become a testimony tomorrow. It's going to be your glory tomorrow. So I believe that the program today has encouraged you, has inspired you, and you will not lower your voice. Hallelujah. I'm so glad for the program today. And one more thing, we were not able to get the other speakers, but do you know what I have decided? I have decided that tomorrow we are going to continue this conference, Lower Your Voice. The same time, on the same platform, we are going to have the same program, so that the other three speakers, we have three other speakers, they will join us tomorrow, 4 p.m. West Africa time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Zambia time, 6 p.m. Kenya time. So we are going to have the same program again tomorrow with our other speakers. They are going to join us tomorrow the same time. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to lower my voice. We are speaking again tomorrow. So if you are watching this or watching the replay, please join us in the program same time tomorrow. Thank you, Simon, for coming for the program today. I appreciate you so much. God bless you, and your voice will not be lowered. To all our viewers all over the world, I decree and declare that your voice will not be lowered. See
Thank
you
you for having
tomorrow.
me.
Thank you so much, Simon.
Bye.
See you tomorrow, guys. Yeah, bye.